on this hand, and the other hand I am using a tripod for my recording. So if it's shaky, I do apologize. Still trying to figure out the setup to do live on both TikTok and also YouTube. Anyway, I digress. In today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about how to budget, especially during Raya, right? Hari Raya. The reason why I'm doing this is that the past 2 years, we have not been able to go out from our houses, and this year, everyone is just spending and spending and spending. This is at the midst of the economy just recovering. So, yeah, amongst the things which I'm seeing is that it's really, really weird at this point in time. A lot of people are still struggling in terms of keeping, I guess, their jobs, right? Right now, the government actually, AKPK, and also some think tanks are actually thinking that there's going to be a lot of bankruptcy next year, right? So, but having said that, people tend to be spending right now, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So how I got the inspiration of this episode is that just a couple of days ago, I actually been walking around KL, and on top of that, I have also been trying to buka puasa, and a couple of things which I noticed is that some hotels in KL, just a small sample, right? I actually asked 1 or 2 hotels, and in terms of some of the more expensive hotels, they charge about 250 ringgit per person to buka puasa, right? So what this is that if a family of 4 were to go to buka puasa, right, that will be 200 times 4, which is 1,000 ringgit just for buka puasa. And the crazy thing is that this hotel buffet penuh until you have to wait. The first week memang tak ada orang, not that many people. Second and third week, nak booking also impossible. So that's the thing which I see. Ramai orang right now, once the COVID pandemic has ended, ramai, they're spending and spending and spending and spending. So, and on top of that, I noticed another thing. The duit EPF pun baru disperse, right? So, and what I noticed is every year, when talking to friends and whatnot, lepas dapat bonus, right, the next month, right, semua dah habis dah. They already spend everything. So in this episode, I want to talk a little bit about budgeting, right? And as we all know, there's this simple budgeting rule, which is the 50-30-20 rule, right? The 50-30-20 rule. So whereby if you get your salary, right, you spend 50% on your needs, 30% on your wants, and 20% on investment, right? So basically, for your bonus, right, or for your EPF, if you were to get your EPF or if you were to get your bonus, so the ratio which I'll say is 50% you will use for your saver, duit runcit, and also your fuel for your car, right? Those are the 3 things which I think will fall on your need for your wants bucket, right? This is for our survival, I guess, living lah, right? The basic survival for us is that shelter, food, and water, right? So this is the basic wants, right? Aside from that is our needs. So this would be things like, since it's Bulan Puasa and Raya, right? This will be things like going out to a nice hotel to eat, or going for Bazaar Ramadan. Those would be our wants, right? These are things like, it would be nice to have, right? And also clothes for Hari Raya, right? I see a lot of people, even my cousins, every once a year, right? Tiap-tiap tahun tukar baju raya, tiap-tiap tahun tukar baju raya. So if we can, right, kalau my family dulu, we used to actually have baju raya for 3 or 4 years in a row. So we don't incur that cost so much, right? So that's where we save a little bit. And the final bit is the 20% is for your investments and also for your zakat and also sedekah. This is where kadang-kadang, say if you're earning maybe 2,000 ringgit, 20% of 2,000 ringgit is 400 ringgit. This is for duit ampau for your anak buah, your mom and dad, so on and so forth, right? So let's work on this on a small little ratio. Assuming kalau gaji is about 2,000 ringgit lah, right? 50% of 2,000 ringgit will be 1,000 ringgit, right? And 1,000 ringgit untuk wang sewa, wang for your fuel, wang for your food, right? Those are your needs, right? And then 30% of 2,000 ringgit will be 600 ringgit. That will be your wants. This is for baju raya, this is for kalau nak pergi bazar, so on and so forth, right? And the last 20%, that will be our sedekah and also our investments, right? Always remember to invest in ourselves. Lepas bagi sedekah, say our zakat, and then after that, duit untuk mak bapak and also for our nieces and nephews, right? Then the rest we can actually invest in ourselves. And the lesson over here is that every time when we invest in ourselves, the returns will also come, right? Lepas leveling up, right? This is where you're going to be more efficient. You're going to take better action, and when you take better action, this is where we get better pay lah for all the things we have done, right? So that in a nutshell is how to budget during Hari Raya. And if there's any questions, I'll be more than happy to take it. Right. If not, thanks for coming for the live, guys. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you so very much. And just want to wish all you guys Selamat Hari Raya. Thanks, happy 1467 for coming for this live. Cool. Hey, how are you guys? So Raya is coming next week, kan? So yeah, I think everyone it's like really happy. And like I said, really interesting things is like you see people spending thousands and thousands of ringgit, going to expensive hotel to makan, right? And what it is that after Hari Raya, they are left with a lot of debt, right? So that's one of the reasons why, budgeting will allow us to, number one, spend on nice things, but budget lah, kan? You don't have to spend like 1,000 ringgit on nice baju or 1,000 ringgit on buka puasa in nice restaurants. Yeah, right? So everything, if you've done moderately, you have enough money for everything. All right, with that, thanks guys. Thanks for the heart, and have a good one, guys. And I hope to see you guys in the next live episode. Assalamualaikum. Take care, guys.